So a couple of days ago we started our grind for a diamond mule deer, and I want to get another diamond before true racks come out, but another thing that I've been after for a while is a diamond black bear, and specifically, if we can get that lucky, a color phase diamond black bear. So I wanted to kind of start today grinding for them and actually doing some setups, because at least this lake in particular down here in the southwest, there are just so many black bear. You could easily delete zones, like if you shot as many as you saw. But we're going to start with him, and I know there are other males around this lake, but it's so difficult to locate which one is which. But the good thing is, for one, they run rather slowly, and also they all kind of come over this way. Unfortunately, that shot maybe was too far back. He sort of slowed down there. We might have got him. Now I am using the 300, and I turned it way down in my headset because it's way too loud, and hopefully I remember to turn it down in editing. That might have been liver, actually. So that's 3. We actually can't shoot anymore without deleting zones, but that is why I brought the tripods. So I'm going to set this up. It's going to allow us to just sit here in future hunts and take out as many male black bear as we see, but to not delete the zone. I want to have just those 3, and actually I'm not even sure, but I assume we killed that second one. It looks like we did. But yeah, that was actually a liver shot on the last shot we took, and I don't know, I just think a diamond black bear would be cool. I don't even know where I would put it in the lodge, unless eventually they did a multi-mount for it, which I kind of hope they do. They talked about that recently on a stream, doing more multi-mounts, so I'm hopeful for that. But for the moment, it would probably end up on the wall, but even still, I just always thought a color-phased diamond black bear is such a cool thing. But then we have our blonde, which was actually a gold. That's not too bad. And I had actually started this earlier. I did set up a tripod up at this lake, so I've been up there already. And I think we'll just go ahead and try these 2 lakes, and it's mostly the north one as far as I can tell that has most bears, so we'll try that. Though for some reason, it seems like today there's no black bear drinking here. It could be mountain lions. I usually only see mountain lions at the south lake, but maybe if there were any here they could have got spooked by them, because for some reason black bear will get spooked by mountain lions, so maybe we'll try the south lake, but I don't think I've ever gone there and not seen a black bear. Okay, there were definitely some down here. Kind of seems like... Actually, there were a ton down here. I don't know if a mountain lion caused this then. Don't know if we actually hit them that good. It looks like it. So, since when is that a thing? The first shot wasn't too good. Because I never see many down here. Again, we can only shoot 3. Though, oh, that would actually have been a heart shot, I think. Potentially, it doesn't matter, because zones aren't actually up here. We got 3, but for some reason they were all down there today, so I don't really know what to do about a tripod. There's one of those weird piebald elk. Actually, there was another bear there, too. 2 bears, but both females, so they're not going to help us for respawns. But yeah. All the ones that kind of ran up here were males. That one actually got by us, but I mean, potentially there's zones here. Actually, none within the hunting pressure. So if we see that other one heading up here, I guess we'll try to get him too. But that was odd. And of course, we didn't get him that good. But now we're going to go into some areas where potentially we're going to be looking at some other species. So I think it's these 2 lakes where there's a lot of pronghorn and stuff are also good spots for bears. So we'll see if we can maybe get something set up for them. There's actually 2 level 4 pronghorn I'd like to get here. That dude's got to be about 300 meters, but he's not in a zone, and I don't know when he's going to be in a zone, so I think I'm going to try to get him at least. That's going to do just fine. He didn't hear that, so we'll wait a minute, because down there is the zone I wanted to get to, and I think it was probably just at 3, but I thought I might have saw a nice pronghorn there. Alright, so he's going to end up spooking. I still never reloaded this. But we'll get him. And a lot of times I see more than one bear here, but maybe just the one today. There's a bison out there. And I think it must have been the 3 pronghorn that I thought was decent. So we do have another bear over there. I kind of think... I mean, there's a tower right there, but it's just not a good angle to hunt from, so I'm going to back up a little bit. We'll put a tripod here-ish somewhere, and that could allow us to shoot across the lake as well, but since there's not a lot of pressure, I'll probably get a little closer for this one. But that didn't work out too badly, just got a nice heart shot when he was standing up. And there's actually 2 over here. They're both level 5, like cinnamons, or I'm not sure what fur color for sure. But I think that guy's going to end up being the easier shot. Even still, we're going to have to shoot between 2 trees. But I feel like we can probably squeeze that in there. I'll let him lift his head so we can potentially go for heart and hopefully, like, at worst, get a lung. But it's only about 180, so we shouldn't really have to aim high. Definitely not heart, but looks like maybe even double lung because he went down really fast. Dang, no wonder that pronghorn dropped. It was double lung, liver, and stomach at 320 meters. That's definitely not too bad, and those guys are coming back, but probably too much pressure to be taking shots at them now. Although, what's the pressure look like? I think we're okay. It's going to end up with a lot we have to get rid of. But especially since I'm trying to grind for a diamond black bear, we'll definitely take males when we can. We have 3 diamond pronghorn, so I wouldn't care too much to shoot pronghorn and add extra pressure, but I think the bear is worth it. But that is something I feel like's been more common on this map, is animals returning to their zone when they're nervous. Like, it used to always work that way, but then they sort of switched up the nervous state, and it seemed like it was actually rare for animals to come back to their zone, but at least on this map, I see it a lot. Just missed heart, but it was actually even only single lung and still went down that fast. I don't know why this black bear is fleeing this way, but we'll take that one. And now we may be spooking other things out of the zone, so kind of got to get back here and try to see first. I believe that first bear we saw was probably a female, that one. And that's a little male, but the angle's not too good for that, so maybe there's some other ones at the lake still? Actually, elk are drinking now. I'm not doing like a super sophisticated grinding setup for the black bear just yet, so I'm probably not going to set up a tripod here since I don't have any idea where they drink. And especially if elk are drinking now, I want to go to some other lakes and potentially catch them drinking, because, I mean, that's something else I've been working on, is trying to get like every diamond rack, and I know there's one I'm missing. There's like a wider variant that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, at least we got one bonus bear up here. And I think I maybe want to go to this little lake. I see black bears up here all the time, but I have no idea if they drink here. They definitely do. And there's elk here too, but why are they leaving their zone already? It shouldn't be over. They drink till 1900. But the entire herd just left at the same time. I'm going to try to get that 3 at least for respawns. That should be pretty good. And there's another bear down at that end. Or there was one, but I don't know where it went. I never got to spot it. It was like a cinnamon color, but we'll kind of go down that way, and maybe we can try this lake as well then. It's a cool little spot, and I know I see black bears up there too. But yeah, little elk. Just kind of hoping he maybe comes back as a bigger one. This is the lake that we killed the albino bison at, the level 4. And for several times after that, and the time that we shot him, there was a good size 4 elk, so I'm hoping maybe that 3 comes back as at least a 4. There's the bear that I had saw. Still don't know what level he is. Don't know if I can spot him, but if he'll stand up again, which they tend to do, we'll just take it out and find out when we get there. And it was just a female, so probably not helping us for respawns at all, but couldn't really risk that being something better and not knowing. Oh, there's that bison that we saw on the Twitch stream on Wednesday. I'm going to try to get that. Just since he's a max 4, max weight and max score estimate, so maybe respawns for a level 5 one of them, because the only ones I have mounted on the wall are the one we killed with the bow on Yukon, and a couple of leucistics that we also had just like randomly throughout the Yukon, so a diamond one of those would be nice. And actually, it wasn't too bad a spot to slow down, because it looks like there's some elk over there. They're feeding already, though. Like, their drink time, I mean, everything's drink time on this map is short. But like elk and mule deer, it's so short. Looks like that's the best one. He's a light gray as well, which I really want a light gray diamond elk. I really like the color of them. But just get him with the next shot so we can move on. I just think a diamond rack on this would be really, really neat. And both the ones we killed were brown colors, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I think we're going to get to this lake, and then it's going to be pretty well dark. So we'll probably end up leaving it at that unless we find something good. And actually, there's no bears at all at this lake. So maybe then, I don't know if they drink down here, but it's a super easy spot to check, so we'll give that lake a look. I didn't really think bears spent much time over here, but I wasn't sure. But there is a pronghorn, which they actually have like a really late drink time, so we'll just take him. I'm not sure if that got a lung because he sort of turned right as we shot. That should be a little better. But yeah, that's kind of the thing of killing around on a fairly new map. I wasn't sure if black bears drank down here. Like, I thought maybe I'd seen one here or there, but at least we had a decent start. We probably shot like 10 to 15 bears and got a couple of spots set up, so that wasn't too bad. But you know, one of the things that I've been working on is just grinding this map in general in single player. So of course we started our mule deer grind a couple of days ago, the black bear grind today. We've been doing pronghorn for a long time, but just like in the off hours, I've been grinding for elk and mountain goat and stuff like that. And the elk grind actually paid off the other day. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but there's a level 5 elk just chilling over here. I kind of decided to start looking for mule deer at some other areas. And for whatever reason, he's just sitting there. So I think before a mountain lion comes through or he decides to move, we're apparently just going to drop him with a hard shot. That wasn't necessarily my plan. I just wanted a lung shot. But I mean, I'm at this center lake here. Lots of mountain lions in this area. Like I said, I have no idea why he was just standing there. I did just reset the time to mule deer drink time just to check it out to see if there were any mule deer in this area, which it seems like there's a few, but level 5 elk's probably more interesting than any mule deer I could have found here. And it's brown fur type again. I really want a different fur type, specifically light gray, if I can get that lucky, but even just common, or a rare of course. But I think that might be the big diamond rack, so he may actually be pretty high scoring. He's 504. I think that's going to make him a little bit bigger than the other diamond we killed, but 317 meters heart and liver. That was not a bad shot, but he's a little bit uneven. Like, he's definitely unique. Just the fur type, once again, is brown. Though it's funny, like, this dude's antlers fit in the, whatever you want to call this, the harvest screen view thing, just fine. And he's higher scoring than the last diamond we killed, which his antlers weren't even close to fitting, so go figure. But just so we can actually see what he properly scored, 509 on the dot. That's huge. Like, just insane. So yeah, just by kind of shooting everything for respawns, we got another brown diamond elk. This guy's 509, which is actually our biggest diamond elk now. The first one we shot, I think, in the trophy lodge is 506 point something. I've got him just on this inside room. We can go ahead and take a look. But this is that other one. It still looks way bigger than both of the other two that score like 20 above it. So I don't know, maybe it's the mass. Yeah, 506.8 for the first one, and our new one is 509, so that wasn't too bad. I thought I'd put that in this video just since it was kind of like a single player grinding thing where I found that randomly. But yeah, pretty cool. I still, like I said, I want a light gray diamond one, or a common diamond one to be honest. The browns do look cool, and I don't know, the more diamond rocky elk we can get, the better. They look really, really neat. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.